I admire my mom because every time I have a little hard time with my homework, she helps, and I love her. So.
Hi, my name is Cody. I admire my mom because she helped me all through my life, and I really love her.
Hi, my name is Adriana, and I admire one of my teachers, Mr. McGarrian, because he was always there for me.
Hi, my name is Claire. I admire my principal and my librarian. And my principal is Mrs. Troy and my librarian is Mrs. Drillman. I admire my principal because she's nice and she makes our school bright. And I admire my librarian, Mrs. Drillman, because I love to read and I think she's just really nice to the kids who go into her library.
My name is Tyler. I admire Corbin and Austin because Corbin is nice and Austin is very nice too.
My name is Emma, and I admire Michelle Obama because she is loyal to the people in our country. She's brave to walk up on stage and say all those kind speeches about our country and what we should do to help.
Hi, my name is Thomas, and I admire Steven Wozniak because he was a co-founder of Apple, and he usually doesn't get any credit for it. So I just admire him because he has done so much, but nobody really knows his name or knows who he is.
I remember when I came here for the first time and I walked around, I was being toured around, I had two student ambassadors, one who is now a freshman at Burton Academy and one who is now one of our 8th graders. And they toured me around the school, and I just remember you walk in, and I've toured a lot of people around the school since then, and the amazing thing is they all get the same sense. It's just like the energy, and the kids are happy. There's just happy sounds of learning here. It's bright, it's open, it's very clean. We have a fabulous custodial and maintenance staff who they just take care of the school, and you can tell they and everybody else has a lot of pride in the place, both physically and just in terms of their sense of place. And so as a result, when you walk around the school, you can just see it when you peek out in classrooms that everybody's busy with the business of learning, but at the same time, everybody's enjoying what they're doing, the adults and the kids. You know, there's a lot about education that's very obligatory for a lot of students. It's something that they do because they have to, and there's not a lot of intrinsic motivation for learning, and it's something that a lot of us are working very hard at trying to snuff that out, trying to figure out how you can internalize the motivation for learning. And there's a lot of that here already. And a lot of that starts at a very young age. We have a great early education program in this area with the little school and West River Montessori. And then we have a fabulous primary level of teachers here who just, they foster that love of learning, that excitement for it. They're excited about being here and with the kids. And so if you've got a teacher who's enthusiastic and excited about learning, you're going to have kids who are enthusiastic and excited about learning. Some schools take anywhere up to a 25% hit on their food budget. Some schools, I'm sure, take more because what they do is a lot of schools and school districts have to contract with a food service provider who provides all of that, and it's generally frozen processed foods. They have to buy a certain volume based on the kids that they have, and they buy all that volume, and then the kids don't eat it, or the parents don't want them to eat it because it's frozen and it's processed, and it's a lot of times it's the same thing over and over. They have chicken nuggets on Wednesday and they have pizza on Fridays and things like that, and so the kids don't end up buying it. They bring sack lunch, and so the school ends up wasting all of that food. So it's just very difficult to make a profit when you're doing that. Processed foods, it's no mystery, are just much more expensive. So here, what the school board did was they found somebody who's actually, went to culinary school, was a trained chef. She's very good at what she does. They gave her a lot of school districts centralized. They centralized the actual the food purchasing. And so therefore, it's like we get the food that we have, we're told the menu, and we basically will uncan or defrost whatever it is that we need to cook that day, and whatever the menu says that we have to serve. Here, Kelly has full autonomy over her menu, over her purchasing. Nobody's telling her what to buy or how much to buy. She has a budget, and we expect her to manage it, and she's very fiscally responsible about that. But she buys the foods local and organic when she can. Everything is fresh prepared. I mean, right down to when we have chicken finger day. You know, when she does it, she actually cooks the chicken, cuts the chicken, and then she has a parent volunteer come in at 6 in the morning to help her start individually breading every single one, and then they bake them. I mean, that just doesn't happen anywhere.
That's great.
There are very few school programs in this state, and I would argue this country, that can really boast that kind of assurance for quality. But what that means is that the kids are getting well-rounded meals. It means that, therefore, their brains are getting the fuel and their bodies are getting the fuel they need for learning. It's removing a lot of those preservatives and processed sugars and salts that have been shown to have a detriment to learning. And it's just going to lead to a healthier community overall. It's going to lead to kids making healthier food choices as they get older. There's so many benefits to it. Yeah. And our school board really, and the supervisory union staff deserve a lot of credit for taking that step. But I've been telling Kelly she needs to write a manifesto of how she does it, because when it comes down to it, it's a pretty simple premise. Larger schools, I'm sure it's much more complicated, but you hire somebody who can cook, you buy fresh local foods, you decentralize a lot of things, and you allow people some autonomy, give them clear directions on the expectations. Our long-term goal is to make it so that every kid has this lifelong passion for education. They just kind of constantly want to improve. Some people, we've gone back and forth at discussing whether or not college should be a goal for every kid, and I don't think that college needs to be a goal for every single person. I think, though, that post-secondary learning is what we need to try to aim for. We need everybody to want to leave high school after 12th grade and say, I'm going to continue learning about this because it's what I'm passionate about, and that's got to be our mission. If they want to go on, and if they want to go to medical school, fine. If they want to go and they want to become an ASC certified mechanic, perfect. But it's our job to get kids ready for that, and also, though, to be able to establish a goal and a vision for themselves. You know, the day-to-day stuff that we do is on the grand scheme of things. Now, I'm not saying what teachers do is easy. I know firsthand that teaching is not easy. But on the grand scheme of things, you know, delivering those lessons is one thing, but it's imparting those values and those long-term goals. That's really hard to do, especially if families aren't supported. So you have to support the families so that there's just a net underneath every single child.
A few years ago, the student council members asked if we could do something for the community, and so this is the third year that we've been going out to different places within the community. I think we have 21 places this year that we've gone to, and we rake, we wash windows, we, take care of compost piles, and we're hoping that it'll continue for several years, and we hope that more people will call and ask for help next year.
I'm Amber. I'm Willow.
I'm Bamika.
I'm Savannah.
We're all in 11th grade at Arlington Memorial High School.
Well, we raked and we turned over compost piles and clipped like hedges and pulled up weeds.
As you can see, this whole entire area is pretty much clean. It was like this
up
high. Here. It was very dense and thick. I found a snake hole.
Alex, Jeremy, we're part of the woodshop industrial arts class at Arlington Memorial High School, and we came down here to Burdett Commons to tear apart a rotting addition and to clean up a little bit, to give back to the community. Put this on for 3 years at our school.
Yep, three or 4 years. What we did today is they had an old shed that was pretty bad, so they asked us to come down and tear it apart, so that's what we did. We came down, piece by piece, Once we took it down, we cleaned up, moved a few of the bricks. There used to be an old fireplace there, and just kind of cleaned up. And there's definitely a possibility that we're going to come back and help them rebuild another one.
Hi, my name's James.
Hi, my name's Caleb.
And today we cleaned out this guy's ditch and made it so water will run down.
So it won't flood into his house because it was going right across his yard and was causing ice in the winter. So we're helping him by redirecting the water so it doesn't go across his property and he slips and falls.
And we also did wood on the other side of the house stacked in a nice pile. This is for, it's like a community service. It's a service day for our whole school. We go around and help people in the community to like show our appreciation for what they've done for us at the school.
Good morning. My name is Hal Crane, and it's a real pleasure today to have the young men from the high school helping. I've had a situation here where water was running downhill, getting too close to the house, and they have rectified that, and I certainly appreciate it. They've all worked hard, and I thank them.
I'm Anna Nicholson. I'm the Community Service Coordinator here at MEMS, and we started a composting program about 5 years ago. There was an event that I held called Green Week, and I challenged the staff and students to use reusable containers for whatever they brought into school. And we weighed the trash in the beginning, and then we weighed the trash at the end, and we had such a significant decrease in the trash that we were producing. And then as that was going on, I was noticing how much food was being thrown away. So I decided to call Someday Farm, and I spoke with Scout Proft, and I said, is there anything we can do? And the rest is history. We just, we linked up, and she became a great educational partner for myself and the whole MEMS community. And they would pick up our food scraps and feed it either to the chickens or add it to their own compost. We realized after 3 years that there was an issue with us sending stuff that couldn't be composted to the farm, and we needed some accountability there. So after some presentations from some of the farmers, Scout and Matt Proft were really great, we just didn't see an improvement. So we felt like if we had taken it on ourselves, we will have to deal with the problems that go into the compost. So we decided, with the help of Someday Farm, getting our own on-site composting program started. This is our 2nd year, and it's going really great. So every kid, we have 1st grade through 8th grade in the cafeteria. They go through a bit of a line where they have to dispose of their compostable stuff and then trash. And so every student at MEMS is expected to separate their food waste.
French fries can go. Good.
Cheese is scary. Should it really go in?
And luckily we have staff members in there that are really great and just reminding students, you know, what goes in and what doesn't. So they've come a long way, but it's still a process where people need to be reminded. Yeah, we have a great staff here that they're invested in, you know, reducing our waste, teaching the kids about taking care of our community. I have many staff members that offer to help when we have to turn the compost. You know, there are so many people involved with the program to make it work. I do have a lot of students come up to me saying, yeah, we're composting at home now, we're composting at home, and asking questions about how do they do it at home. So I think it's trickling down. I'd say there's about, I think we weighed it was about 13 pounds of food waste that we're producing a week. And then the compost bins, the eventual finished compost, we're still looking at that. There are bins filled with this stuff. So we're waiting for some of it to mature so we can use it in the spring. We have to mix it with our bulking material, which is leaves, sawdust we use on sparingly. And it's a process to keep up with those bulking materials because it's a very small amount of food waste compared to how much bulking material you have to put in. So we had a lot of outreach to the staff and the community, getting truckloads of leaves and bagging them up. A lot of students helped me bag, and it's an ongoing process where you always have to maintain and manage.
This is the 5th grade bagging leaves to go to the new compost site.
My hopes and dreams are that we can have a stable compost area. Right now we have pallets and it's working great, but I would like a structure that will stay there forever. And I would like to create a garden right here that we could all maintain and use in our cafeteria. That's the hope.
Hi, my name is Olivia. My favorite thing to do is cartwheel because I've been practicing for a while and I like the feel of it when you try.
My name is Austin, and my favorite thing is basketball because you get to run around and you get to jump and throw the basketball.
My name is Maisie and I like to play the drums.
My name is Tanner. My favorite thing is sports.
My name is Coley, and my favorite thing to do is sled.
Hi, my name is Bailey. My favorite thing to do is go ice fishing and go swimming.
My name is Taryn Kim. My favorite thing to do is play outside with my brothers and play basketball and hide and seek.
Hi, my name is Bella. My favorite thing to do is hang out with my cats and relax.
Hi, my name is Montgomery, and my favorite thing to do is paint pretty pictures and help others with their needs and to do good deeds for them.
Hi everyone, welcome to our show. This is our Student Recipe of the Month segment. My name's Anne. We're very happy you're here. I'm here with Logan, and he's going to give us his recipe for
a brownie in a cup.
That's great. It sounds so delicious. And tell us a little bit about what ingredients we're going to need.
Well, first of all, you need water, you need sugar, vegetable oil, some all-purpose flour, some vanilla extract, and you also need some baking cocoa, unsweetened preferably. And that's pretty much all you need. You can have condiments for your brownie, which we'll get to later. But the first part is to measure out 2 tablespoons of water.
Great. And that's just cold water?
Yep,
or
just regular old tap water.
Okay.
Can be cold or hot.
Okay.
Then you want 2 tablespoons of the vegetable oil.
Now, do you use a certain kind of oil? Or?
We use the vegetable oil due to the fact that it doesn't have a very strong flavor.
I'll be your assistant here. Whoops.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so then what you want to do is you just want to get this all mixed around. Every time you add a new ingredient, you want to mix it up and make sure it's all good. You want to add the cocoa.
Okay.
But you want 2 tablespoons of that. You can adjust it if you feel that you want it to be more chocolatey or less chocolatey.
So how often do you make this brownie in a cup?
I make them pretty often.
You
know,
do?
they're really good. They're quick and they're a wonderful treat. So once you've got it all mixed up, it should be very similar to a paste.
Okay.
You know, nothing separated. Now you want to add in a little bit of the vanilla extract. Usually about 1/4 of a teaspoon. You can add a bit more if you want.
And use other flavors of extracts ever?
You can. Some are more overpowering than others, so some add like a sort of an icky flavor.
Oh, well, we don't want that.
Yeah, so vanilla gives it a nice flavor, but you're free to use any other sort of extracts. So now we need to add the sugar.
Okay. This is just regular white
Yep,
sugar.
regular sugar. You can use other sugars.
Have you ever tried it with maple syrup or honey? Or
I haven't. Those might work though. but you just need to account for the fact that they're naturally, less sweetening.
Yeah.
And you need to get enough so that the cocoa wouldn't overpower it too much.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get the sugar mixed in, it'll be very smooth,
Mm-hmm.
very little resistance when you stir it.
Maybe show the kids how it should look. Yeah, that looks great.
A little bit nice and smooth, it runs.
Looks like hot fudge sauce.
It does. So now we want to add the flour.
Okay.
We usually put about 4 tablespoons of that in. Okay. And this is the part where you really need to mix it in because this stuff is very resistant to mixing in.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just regular all-purpose flour.
Okay.
I recommend this because it is all-purpose.
And it's good to use unbleached, right?
Yep.
Have you ever tried making it with whole wheat flour?
I haven't.
No.
It probably would work though.
Hmm.
I just find that all-purpose is just generally,
Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
It can usually take a bit.
And you can actually add things to this brownie in a cup.
And we're going to. So
Well, we have a whole selection here, so kids just know anything you have at home or your favorite candies or fruits or treats, you can put it into this. We have coconut and caramel sauce. We have marshmallows, all kinds of nuts, raisinettes, Reese's peanut butter cups, strawberries. You can basically put anything you want in there, whatever. I think bananas might be good too.
they might, definitely. So what would you like to add?
I think I would like to put in some walnuts and peanut butter cups.
Those would probably be very good. We put some peanut butter cups in. You probably cut these in half.
Okay, you want me to do that?
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll add some strawberries too.
Okay.
You can add certainly any of these even after you've cooked the brownie.
Should I just put them in?
Yep. You just put them in. Just cut up the strawberry into nice small pieces.
Well, that's going to be a good combination.
I think it is.
It's so easy to make.
It
and
is.
it looks so good.
All right.
So it's been 60 seconds since we put that in the microwave, and we're ready to take it out and give it a taste.
I'm excited.
And kids, when you're taking this mug out of the microwave, please be very careful because sometimes the handle and the mug itself can get really hot. So just touch it first and make sure it's not too hot.
Let's taste it.
Let's give it a try. That is a chocolatey delight. I
is.
love it. Logan, thanks so much for coming to show us how to do that.
Thank you for having me.
It was really great. If you'd like the recipe, kids, just email us at the address on the screen, and we'll see you next time.
Probably for games, even though it's not really a math site, but if you want to just fool around and you want to it's like secretive math games, and there's math embedded in to the games that the kids don't know about. So there's all these games, and you can go over here, and these have all the games, and some of my games this game takes concentration.
Oh yeah, let's see that.
It looks like this. It's called Bricker, and it takes kind of memory mixed in with you have to really concentrate to action.
So you would recommend that to your friends as a fun place? Or what other ones do you like?
What we use is for real documenting and all these different sites. It's Google Drive, and what it does is you can type it into your URL, and it's just Google Drive, and it'll take you here. And as you can see, I'm logged in.
Yeah.
But you can create, from here, what they've done is it's all new, so you can create a spreadsheet, a document, or a presentation. From what we do is to save paper, we share it to our teachers, which is people at Frederick Union School.
Oh, so that's good.
And then from here, we do an e-portfolio. And this is my website that I've created for my teachers.
So your teachers can access that.
And they grade us off this. People who aren't comfortable doing presentations, then this is perfect. We do notes and everything.
And you can actually insert photographs. And
Yeah, it's really easy.
That's great. Did you do this presentation?
Yeah,
That's
this
so
is
cool.
one that I've done.
What is that about?
And this is about the Dust Bowl and Walker Evans and how he's a photographer.
Yeah. And are there any particular research sites that you like when you're looking for stuff?
Oh yeah, the one site that we just learned, it's the Library of Congress research site. Okay, so I think it's the first one that comes up. And this is all the Library of Congress websites, and you go to, you can really search anything. So if I was doing a presentation again on Walker Evans, I would go right in and I would just do Walker Evans. You go right in, and it brings you up, hopefully, with all the research. There's people who literally, this is their job, and they go out and they find these for you.
Yeah.
And it gives you the way that you research. It's really awesome.
It's really awesome.
And these are like his photographs.
And this is like every book that was ever written about him in any library or university in the world, probably.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Everything that you need to know about him.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing all that
Thanks.
with us.
Yeah.
It's really been fun. Thanks, Carly.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Technology.
So I read Fly Girl by Sherry L. Smith, and it's about a girl named Ida May, and the book takes place in the 1940s during World War I, and she's black, but she has really light skin, and she has some friends, and what she really wants to do, she loves to fly airplanes. So it was really hard for women to fly airplanes at that point, so her brother's going to war, and she has to take care of her family, so she doesn't really have time for any of that. But at some point, her brother sends her a letter talking about something called WASP, which is Women's Air Force Service pilots. And so, since she had such light skin, she found a way and had her friend help to take care of her family. And then she tried to enlist in it. And it did work out, and she got in. And it's all about like the adventures she has there, and she makes a lot of new friends. There's a lot of women in front of her tried to enlist that were black. And she felt kind of weird about doing that, like pretending that she was someone she wasn't, but she loved flying enough to do it. Like, it got pretty intense because at some points she'd be flying. Like, they had her test the women. They had the women test out airplanes that no one had tested before. It was really dangerous and stuff. So it was pretty intense at some points, and she flew across the country once. It's about a woman who she's really determined, and so she wants to fly. And I don't know, it's just really interesting.
Hi, my name is Erin from Arlington Memorial High School, and if I would do one thing to change the world, I'd create more money so poor people would have more.
Hi, my name is Mara, and the way I would change the world is helping people.
Hi, my name is Faith, and I would change the world by helping communities and helping old people.
My name is Ben. If I could change the world, I would make it a healthier place and stuff like that, and make people so that they're not poor and stuff like that. And yeah.
Hi, my name is Skylar, and I want to change the world so everyone will be nice and no more bad people.
My name is Cameron, and I would like to change the world by not littering.
Hi, my name is Darren. How I want to change the world. I would like for the kids to be boss. And we would tell the parents what to do and to clean the house.
Oh.